And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Cities Skylines. Well, just letting my city grow here. I realized I derped and didn't actually make any train lines. So, train line. Yeah, from here, I want to go over to here. Where is my train? Yep, right over here. And then I want to come back. Just like that. Okay, then I want to do a new line. I want to go up with it. And then I'm going to come back. Like that. And then I want to recolor. I don't want to add a stop. I don't want to add a stop. I want to just change this one to a more industrial yellow, darker yellow. No, lighter yellow. Lighter yellow will be easier to see. And then this one. Yeah, I'm used to transport fever, where people will just get on a people will just get on a station and go where they need to go. So yeah, we got a lot of people using the train now. Look at that, a full complement. And these are people that are leaving the city. So yeah, a little derpy on my part not to add a train line. So there is a yellow train. And you can see we have orange passengers and we have white passengers. And a white passenger is, I'm not sure what they're going to use. But I kind of want to change this orange color too, because it looks like it's the default color. I want this one to be green. That way the people are colored from what line they're using. So you can see we have green passengers. I'm hoping for some yellow passengers, because we've got all of these jobs over here ready to go and not a whole lot of people going over there. Oh, power. Okay, what happened? Electricity just dived. Okay. There we go. Wow, that was crazy. Just all of a sudden, bam, no power. I might need to put a power station on this side just in case a disaster happens. How's our water doing? Yeah, look at that. We've got no pollution. Let's look at pollution. Yeah, cleaned up. The shoreline's cleaned up, and these are dropping a tiny fraction of the pollution that we were dropping before. So that is much, much better. We still have a ton of pollution in this area, but that's just how it's got to be. I mean, these pollute on different levels depending on, yeah, see, the maximum level pollute a lot less than the dirty, icky, low-level polluters. So yeah, it's nice. All that pollution that was in the river is gone now, which is nice. Have I mentioned how much I love the water sim in this game? God, I love it. All right. This thing is a champ, pumping out obscene amounts of water, which is good. That's what we want. And let's see. Now our residential is very high. We have connected this station with the right routes. So if we look at this, we have a whole bunch of green. Oh, we've got some yellow people. Awesome. With a lot of greens and a lot of yellows. Now the orange, that is like going to different cities. That's That's like an outside commuter line. A lot. Oh, this is really getting used up now. Look at all the people. A lot of greens. Tons of people are now moving. Okay, that's good. Now this should have gone up. Yes, it did indeed. Oh, I'm happy. Can't believe I forgot to add a line in between these two. So hopefully we'll see a little bit of reflection in delivering more people over here. Because I need workers to do their thing over here. And no taxis waiting around, so I might need another taxi depot. Although those are a little on the pricey side. Okay, people. We need people. Where's a good point to start growing this? You know, I want little like corner mom and pop shops here. So little corner grocery stores or what have you. So somewhere, you know, they make sense, more direct roads. So something in here. Little corner stores. I think will be good. And then let's take this back here. Some more commercial, even though job-wise we're still hurting over here for jobs. We need to get some more residential in this area. Yeah, I still can't believe I derped on that rail line. I'm sure the comments are gonna be crazy on that video. It's like, yeah, you laid the track and you put the stations there, but you didn't actually add a line for the people to use. So I apologize for that. No wonder nobody was using my lines. Okay, let's add a big one there, and maybe a couple mom and pop shops on the corners here. Because, you know, people need local areas to grab some food and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, we are spreading out. Victoria Hills is growing fast. A couple more mom and pop shops, I think, are in order over here. And a little bit more residential. Grow this out a little bit. Okay, right in there. Doing pretty good. Now we need to do some on this side for employment over here. Nice big curvy neighborhood in here. All right. Looks like these are finally starting to get some employment going on here. Let's encourage that a little bit more. Maybe build a walkway in between. And I want one over here as well. And maybe continue that across. And then what I could do is I forgot the keys already. There it is. Whoa, 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 what is that? What is that? Yeah, see, I don't want to destroy that. It's one of the things I don't understand about this path tool is like you put a path down when you want to change it up, it tries to destroy it. There we go. So yeah, a little path over there. See if we can, I don't know if these are connected or not, but we'll connect them up manually. And there we go. So, need more commercial, although we've got plenty of commercial in the area. It's just a matter of getting it engaged and built. So I'm not sure why. Oops. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, they don't need any educated workers. So where are all my non-educated workforce and what are they doing? I wish I could. Look at that big house. Wow. I wish I could like figure out like who is working where. Like where are these people working at? And that reminds me, I need to rename something in honor of a Patreon in here. So I'm going to find a ritzy house. And let's see. A ritzy house. Let's go to levels. Ooh, yeah, we got the Chester residence. There's a ritzy house. This is gonna be the nominate residence. That's right. Nominate, you now have a very ritzy. Ooh, look at that home. It's all green and everything with solar panels. It's awesome. So that's the nominate residence right there. Okay. How is our demand doing? I think. Yeah, see, I don't know if any of these people are employed. And that is a problem. So if I go to population, traffic, crime, population. Yeah, see, there's no indication of where unemployment is. And that is a problem. That's one of the things I've wanted information on in this game. Like, very badly. Because there's really no way of knowing what neighborhoods are largely a problem. And that's kind of a fundamental part of the game. Okay. So, let's get some more people up in here. Whoops. Lots of people. Thing about zoning low density, though. You know, you can zone a whole lot and not actually adjust your population very much at all. So, oh, that is a rock. So, we're going to run that. Get some population up in here. Hopefully start employing a lot of people. As I build up the population in the back here, hopefully they'll start to funnel in and find their jobs, find their good jobs. There's another rock. And we're going to come in here. Right click, dezones. That's good to know. Little mom and pop shops here and there. There's some over here that I zoned a little too early, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to bring some of this commercial this way. And then bind it up with residential. Oh, I've got the hiccups. That's not good. So, that should give them some power, at the very least. Zone, zone, zone. Again, if you just zoned the whole thing, you would be in a world of hurt. Because it just wouldn't work. It would be such a nightmare of trying to run power and trying to get everything working that, oh, it would be a nightmare. Okay, let's get some more residential in here. Okay, that's so far so good. And we've got power. I think power has now moved. Yep, power has migrated up. Got some coverage on that. And now we've got no demand for really anything, unfortunately. Let's look at some of these buildings that we can maybe build. Football stadium. Well, that is going to be a big building, I bet. Yep. So, this is going to have to be... I want to put it as close to that train stop as I can. But in honor of the Super Bowl that just aired, I think I'm going to put it right in here. Yeah, right in here. Because this is all hotels and stuff, and this is all leisure. So right in between the two, I think is a good spot for a little football action. Yeah, that's the road that I want. Just like that, we've got a football stadium. It's a big one too, and a different kind of football. That is the European football, which I should have guessed. Should have guessed, considering the developers. Football. So maybe that will help. Ooh, look at that. Upkeep 4,000 a week. Visitors 750. Not sure what ticket. Oh, ticket price. Wow, you can actually set the ticket price. Oh, cool. Hire secure staff to patrol around the stadium. Crime low. 500 a week. Subsidized youth. Oh, by spending money on training young players, the team has increased odds to win. 9,000 a week. Multiplied number of stadiums in the city. Ouch. 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 So, we'll see. Red. Red is fine. We'll see how that goes. Never built one of those before. So maybe it'll be awesome, maybe not. I don't know. Time will tell. But hopefully that maybe spark a little bit of drive for development. Because it looks like our residential is creeping back up again. And we've got some abandonment issues here, unfortunately. Still not enough people working in this area. So I want to connect this up with that. Make sure people that live in this neighborhood can walk down and work down in here. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. So now I should be able to zone in here. This will be like the, you know, the rock circle. Kids will play on the rocks. Bad things will happen. People will sue, and then the rocks will be destroyed because people can't take responsibility for their actions. You know, your kids play on rocks without a helmet, then, you know, bad stuff can happen. And if you try to sue the city because of that, the city didn't place the rocks there. So yeah, I don't want to get preachy on the channel, so I'll stop there. I'll stop with my commentary on that little subject. Okay, let's get a little sliver of people along this road here. Be a lot of good neighborhoods in here, you know. A lot of good families growing up in this neighborhood. Little corner delis. You know, little candy stores kids run to when they get their allowance. I did that when I was growing up. Okay. So, a whole nother new neighborhood growing and developing. We're about halfway. Yeah, we're about halfway in. So a lot of these little areas in here still don't have enough people to work, which is weird because there's a lot of people now living in this little area. I'm sure a lot of them are probably working up here. And nobody wants to work in a farm. Nobody's farming. I have the hardest time getting people to work in, you know, industrial areas like this, just because there's just never. I mean, I'm going to need a huge residential area right in here to try to feed all of this. And that's what it's going to come down to. Look at that, though. We have a serious amount of people now living over here, and garbage is an issue. Okay, what about garbage? I'm going to need another incineration plant over here because garbage is just not working out for me here. Why is this not operating? Okay, why are you not operating? That's not cool. Why are you not operating? You have power. You have water. You don't need power. Relocate building. I'm going to relocate you over here. Not operating. I am not sure what happened here. Garbage trucks in use. 0. Well, there's a garbage truck. I think the not operating meant that it just doesn't have enough garbage. It doesn't have enough garbage to process. So yeah, we've got a huge garbage issue over here, so I'm going to need another one of those. So yeah. And that is a very large area of purple. And I'm guessing that is do not place near residential, or it's a pollution line. One thing I'm going to have to do is drag this out like that. Not far enough. There we go. And let's just drag a side road off of there. Let's just go up north with it. Like so. Garbage. This one is good. Make sure it has some water. Just like so. And let's peek at garbage and make sure that these are going to start getting covered here. There we go. Excellent. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.